Welcome to the Frostbank Center in San Antonio, Texas. I am Vinny from vdubproductions. We're back with another edition of my NBA2K26 2025-2026 season playthrough. We have Game 3 of this Western Conference Semifinals series featuring the Los Angeles Lakers and the San Antonio Spurs here as we look at the starting lineup. First for J.J. Redick's Lakers, we got Doncic, Thomas, James, Hachimura, and Ayton. And for Mitch Johnson's Spurs, we got Fox, Castle, Vassell, Johnson, and Wembanyama. See the home court advantage in A for the San Antonio Spurs here. Both teams split the first two games. As you see, the Lakers won game number one, 106-102, coming back from 15 points down. They see Cameron Thomas. He's holding on to that one right now. Feeds it over to Luka Doncic, who is hurt right now. He'll shoot the three, and that is off the back iron. And Keldon Johnson will get the rebound for the San Antonio Spurs. Over to Wembanyama. Wembanyama with the layup, and it's good. And the Spurs have the first 2 points of the game. Wemby had 22 points in that game. 22 points and 21 rebounds, actually, in that Game 2 victory. Game that they only trailed 2-0, but they ended up winning 110-76. That's a three. That's no good. Devin Vassell coming down with the rebound. We could very well see these two teams in real. No, we will not actually, as the Lakers actually were swept out by the Oklahoma City Thunder, and that's a bucket there. It's 5-3 by Vassell. 5-0 already. Luka. Playing hurt, he'll shoot the three. That is no good. Wembanyama grabbing a rebound. Feeds it over to Fox. He'll shoot the two. That's in there. The Spurs are firing on all cylinders to this point right now. They're leading it 7-0. We're only a minute and a half into game number 3 here. Cameron Thomas, he'll shoot the three. That is no good still. Johnson feeds it over to Vassell. Vassell feeds it back over to Fox. Fox inside. That shot is no good. Cameron Thomas grabbing a rebound. Doncic, he'll shoot the deep three. That's off the back iron again. They have still yet to hit a bucket here. 2 minutes into the game, it's still 7-0. And there's an alley-oop to Keldon Johnson. De'Aaron Fox with the assist there. The Spurs 4-5 shooting the Lakers 0-5 right now as we're over 2 minutes into the first quarter. It's 9-0 already for the 8-seeded Spurs. LeBron, he'll miss that one. You got to be kidding me. The Lakers shot only 31%, by the way, from the field in game number 2. And they're shooting 0%, obviously, to start off this game. Feeds it back over to Hachimura. Hachimura, he'll shoot. And that's no good. Wembanyama grabbing a rebound there. Back over to De'Aaron Fox. Feeds it back over to Johnson. Johnson with the layup. That's good. It's already 11-0, and we're not even 3 minutes into the game. Doncic crossing the half-court line, and we'll have our first timeout here. 9:01 to play in the first. The Spurs leading it 11-0. We're going to take a timeout. Coming out of the timeout here, we look at the field goal percentage playoffs for DeAndre Ayton right now. Shooting 80% right now. That's second in the league to Okongwu. Right now it's 11-0. The Spurs on top here in this game number 3. Hachimura looking to inbound it. Feeds it over to Luka Doncic. Doncic feeding it back to DeAndre Ayton to Hachimura. Over to Doncic. To LeBron. He'll shoot the three. And that will end it there. The Lakers will get their first points of the game. LeBron James only had 14 points and 5 rebounds, 4 assists and a steal in that game 2 loss. De'Aaron Fox holding on to it right now. He'll take the shot for 3. That's no good. LeBron James coming down with the rebound. Fox is at 15 on the shot clock. Feeds it back over to LeBron. LeBron will take the shot. That's good. Back-to-back threes on back-to-back trips for LeBron James. And it's 6 unanswered right now. 11-6 the Spurs on top. Stephon Castle. 13 on the shot clock here. Holding it and 10 on the shot clock. 4 minutes into the game here. 11-6 the Spurs on top. Castle will shoot the three. That's no good. DeAndre Ayton crashing the rebounds there. Feeds it over to Luka Doncic. Doncic, he'll shoot the three. That's off the back iron. Vassell grabbing a rebound. Over to Fox, he'll shoot the three. That's no good. LeBron James grabbing the rebound. 2 points for De'Aaron Fox on 1 of 4 shooting. He does have 2 assists so far. You see Cameron Thomas, 12 on the shot clock. Being guarded by Castle, feeds it over to LeBron. LeBron coming inside. LeBron feeding back over to Cameron Thomas. He'll shoot the three. That's going to fall in. That's 9 unanswered coming out of the timeout. 3 3-pointers in their last 4 trips down the court for there. See Castle, he'll shoot the three. That's off the back iron. Cameron Thomas grabbing a rebound. He's it over to LeBron James. James over to Hachimura. He'll shoot the three. That's no good, but Ayton will get the offensive rebound. Put it in when the game is tied, and one opportunity coming up for the Lakers. As Ayton's going to go to the line trying to complete the three-point play as Keldon Johnson called for his first personal foul, first team foul. The Lakers, 3 3-pointers made, 9 points off of assists so far. The first shot inside that was made from inside is an and one opportunity as Ayton will miss it here. But the Lakers answer the Spurs 11-0 run with an 11-0 run of their own to this point here. 6:40 to play in the first. De'Aaron Fox, he's coming around. He'll put the layup up, and that will end that 11-0 run. That's 4 points for De'Aaron Fox right now. He had 37 in that Game 2 victory, averaging 32.5 points in this conference semifinals so far. James back over to Ayton, and DeAndre Ayton with the slam dunk, and we'll have our second time out here. We're going to take another one as well. 6:15 to play in the first, 13 all. Back here in San Antonio, 13 all right now. 6:15 to play in the first. The Spurs were off to an 11-0 start, but the Lakers are on a 13-2 run. Wembanyama going to inbound it over to De'Aaron Fox, and he'll take it past the half-court line. Feeds it back over to Stephon Castle. Got 15 on the shot clock. Castle, he'll shoot the three. That's off the back iron. Doncic grabbing the rebound. Doncic coming around with it. He's still holding it. Feeds it over to Hachimura. Over halfway through the first quarter now. Feeds it over to LeBron. He'll shoot the three. He'll make the three. It's a 16-2 run, and the Lakers will have their first lead of the game at 16-13. Los Angeles. LeBron has 9. Feeds it back over to Keldon Johnson. 10 on the shot clock. Johnson will shoot the three. That's no good, but Wembanyama with the rebound and the slam dunk. 16-15 as well as the first set of players going to come off the bench here for both teams. Back over to DeAndre Ayton. He has 4 points, or 5 already. No, 4, because he missed the free throw. Doncic will miss that one. Wembanyama grabbing the rebound. Keldon Johnson feeding it over to De'Aaron Fox. He'll shoot the three. That's no good. Hachimura grabbing a rebound. Feeding it over to Cameron Thomas. Back over to Luka Doncic. And look at that. It's an alley-oop right there. DeAndre Ayton with 6 points already. He's averaging 9.3 during the playoffs right now, as well as 9.3 rebounds a game. 18-15 Lakers on top. De'Aaron, he'll shoot the three. That's no good. Cameron Thomas grabbing a rebound. 4 points, 2 of 7 in shooting right now for De'Aaron Fox. He has 2 assists. Thomas will shoot the three. That's in there. Cameron Thomas. It's a 6-point lead now for the Lakers. Hey, Wembanyama with the slam dunk. Vassell will get the assist. Spurs within 4 right now. 4 minutes to play here in the first quarter. 21-17. Lakers on top. Hachimura will shoot the three. He'll make the three. 24-17. I believe that 6 3-pointers already made by this Lakers team, who can shoot the three and are pretty lethal with it. Gives it over to Cameron Johnson now. 10 on the shot clock. Keldon Johnson, I should say. Johnson, he's going to come around the layup. That's good. Both teams shooting 9 of 19 right now from the field. Keldon Johnson actually only had 9 points in that Game 2 win. Doncic. That's no good. Vassell grabbing a rebound. Do not believe Luka has scored yet in this game. Approaching 3 minutes of play. Castle will shoot the three. That's no good. Cameron Thomas grabbing a rebound. Castle, 3 points, 1 of 5 shooting. All 5 attempts from beyond the arc. Doncic shooting the three. That's no good. Vassell. And feeding it over to Johnson. He'll shoot the three. That is no good. LeBron James grabbing the rebound. It over to Cameron Thomas. Thomas feeding it over to Luka Doncic. 10 on the shot clock here. 24-19. Lakers on top as there is an illegal screen called against Luka. That's his first personal foul. But since that's on the offensive end, that's going to be no team fouls here. As we're going to have some substitutions now on the court. Let's see. For the Lakers, Vincent, Necht, LaRavia, Vanderbilt, Hayes. And also for the Spurs, let's see who's coming out. McLaughlin, Waters, Barnes, Sohan, and Cornette. McLaughlin actually got into the game, but he did not have any stats registered. See, Jeremy Sohan, layup is good. As we're about 2 minutes into the 2 minutes left of the first quarter. 24-21, Lakers on top. Sohan, you see his playoff stats there, 5.3 points a game on average. Dalton Necht feeding it over to Jackson Hayes. Back over to Dalton Necht. Necht feeding it over to Gabe Vincent. Vincent, he'll shoot the three. He'll miss the three. Cornette coming down with the rebound here. As I said, McLaughlin, as I said, Carter Bryant and Julian Champagnie had 5 minutes combined in game 2. No stats recorded by all three of them. Barnes coming around. He'll put the shot up. That is not going to fall in. Hayes grabbing the rebound. Jackson Hayes had 5 rebounds in that game 2 loss. Dalton Necht. He need to get back over to Jared Vanderbilt, over to Jake LaRavia. Feed it over to Jackson Hayes. Hayes coming around. Easy layup. And the lead is up to 5. Jackson Hayes had 8 points in that game 2 loss. McLaughlin. Feeds it back over to Cornette here. 15 on the shot clock. Under 45 to play in the first. Harrison Barnes with a slam dunk. That is worthy enough of the AT&T Connected Cam. AT&T, a proud sponsor of NBA 2K26. Here. Barnes had 14 points in that Game 2 victory. Get it over to Gabe Vincent. Feeds it back over to Dalton Necht. He'll shoot the three. He'll hit the three. The Lakers have been fire on three so far in this first quarter. The lead is up to 6. I believe that might be, they led by as many as 7. As I said, the Spurs scored the game's first 11 points. Sohan feeds it over. No, that's stolen by Hayes. And there's still plenty of time to get a bucket. LaRavia coming around the layup. That is no good. Barnes will get the rebound. And I don't think Barnes got it off in time anyway, but that will do it for the end of the first quarter here. The Lakers lead at 29-23. I hope you like what you saw. Leave a like, comment, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button. I am Vinny from VDub Productions, and we'll be back to start the second quarter right after this. Get ready to start the second quarter here as Cornette will inbound to the Fox. Well, we have Sohan, Waters. Cornette, Sohan, Waters, Barnes. I believe that is the lineup set there. So we have Hayes, Vanderbilt, LeBron, Gabe Vincent, and Dalton Necht. That's the Laker lineup set. Gabe Vincent coming around, and James almost lost it for a second. LeBron will get with the layup. That's good. Lead up to 6 again. Gabe Vincent will get the assist. See, De'Aaron Fox. Feeding it, coming around. Actually, Hill put the shot up. I have no idea what that shot was about, but the possession is still saved. Sohan. He'll shoot the three. That's no good. LeBron James grabbing a rebound here 1 minute into the second quarter. Dalton Neck feeding it over to LeBron James. LeBron, he'll shoot from the inside the paint. That's good. The lead up to 8 for the Lakers. At De'Aaron Fox. At 37 in that Game 2 victory. As I mentioned earlier in that first quarter, he's holding on to it right now. 5 on the shot clock. He'll get the shot up. That is good. De'Aaron Fox, he really needed that bucket. He only has 8 points in this game. 6 of them mid-range right now. Spurs within 6. Vincent over to LeBron. He'll shoot the three. That's no good. Sohan grabbing the rebound. I always get confused because I hear some people say Sohan, some people say Sohan. Fox will shoot the three. That's no good. That's going to be tipped out of bounds, and that will be Laker ball. But look at the list. This is a game during the regular season. LeBron, Luka Doncic, and De'Aaron Fox were 2, 3, and 4 out of top 5. All playing in the league, playing in tonight's game. LeBron will take the inbound from Jackson Hayes. 18 on the shot clock. Coming around, LeBron shoots that up. That's no good. LeBron actually has 13 in this game. I saw a graphic earlier. That's 16 rebounds for the San Antonio Spurs at this point. They actually had 69 total rebounds. It only tell you just how dominant this was. You see De'Aaron Fox with the bucket. He has 10 in this game. And the Spurs within 4. But let me tell you just how dominant the Spurs were on some of these statistical categories. They have 16 rebounds right now. They had a total of 69. They out-rebounded the Lakers 69 to 44. LeBron, he'll shoot the three. That's in there. That's 16 for LeBron. 7 of them so far in the second quarter, and the lead is up to 7 for the Lakers, matching their largest lead. But De'Aaron Fox, you got to watch out for him when he heats up. Especially in these sim leagues that people do. De'Aaron Fox he heats up as we have a timeout called here. We're going to take one as well. 8:47 to play in the second. The Lakers lead it by 5. Coming out of the timeout here in San Antonio, we have Luka Doncic checking back in for Gabe Vincent, and then we'll have Champagnie checking into the game. Wembanyama checking back into the game as well. So Champagnie had some minutes into the game. He didn't have any stats for the short amount of time he played. He's back over to Jared Vanderbilt. Vanderbilt back over to Luka Doncic, feeding it over to Dalton Neck, back to Vanderbilt. They're just passing it around right now. Doncic will shoot the three. That's no good. I do not believe he has any points in this game right now. 19-14, the Lakers out-rebounding the Spurs right now. Or Spurs out-rebounding the Lakers right now. 10 on the shot clock. De'Aaron, he'll shoot the three. That's no good. LeBron James grabbing a rebound. As I said, Fox has 12 points. Next, coming around. He'll put the layup up. That's good. And the lead is up to 7 again. Matching their largest lead to this point. The Spurs start the game off with an 11-0 run. And Sohan will get the slam dunk there. LeBron feeds it over to Luka Doncic here. 15 on the shot clock. Luka feeds it back over to Dalton Neck, over to Vanderbilt. He'll shoot the three. He'll miss the three. Sohan grabbing a rebound. Feeds it back over to Julian Champagnie. De'Aaron Fox. He'll shoot the three. He'll miss the three. LeBron James coming down with the rebound. Feeds it back over to Luka Doncic. Doncic's inside the paint. He'll put the shot up. That's his first 2 points of the game. Both teams shooting 47% right now. And that's stolen by LeBron James. The Lakers going the other way. The Lakers actually shot, as I said, only 31% in Game 2 in that loss. Spurs at 49%, and there's a miss right there. Wembanyama grabbing a rebound. Said Luka, 2 points on 1 of 11, shooting 5 assists. You can tell that injury is bothering him. Fox, that's no good. And James will come down with it again. LeBron feeding it over to Luka. He'll shoot the three. He'll hit the three. That's 5 for him, and the Lakers are on top by 10. We're going to take a timeout. 6.5 to play in the second. 43-33, Lakers on top. Back coming out of the timeout here. Let's look at Doncic, Thomas, James, Hachimura, and Ayton. And for the Spurs, let's see who's the lineup set here. So we got Fox, Castle, Vassell. We got Fox, Castle, Vassell. I believe that's Keldon Johnson. And then you got Wembanyama. And Vassell shoot the three. That's no good. Cameron Thomas grabbing the rebound. They need to get something going here. Spurs trailing by 10. Thomas, he'll shoot the three. He'll miss it. Remember, this, as I said, the Spurs started off the game with an 11-0 run. They've been outscored 43-22 in that period since then. Wemby over to Johnson, and Johnson will get the bucket in there. 10 assists for them so far in this game, and they had 31 assists in game number 2. Hachimura feeds it back over to Cameron Thomas here. 10 on the shot clock. Over to DeAndre Ayton. Ayton back over to Doncic. He'll shoot the three. He'll miss the three. Wembanyama grabbing a rebound there. Chance for Keldon Johnson and the Spurs to maybe try to get back to close. That's De'Aaron Fox. He'll put the layup in there. That's good. That's 14 for him. And just like that, the Spurs within 6. LeBron James. Feeds it back over to Hachimura. He'll shoot the three. He'll make the three. And the lead up to 9. 5 minutes to play here in the second. Fox feeding it over to Johnson. 13 on the shot clock. Johnson, he'll shoot the three. That's no good. LeBron James grabbing the rebound. Feeds it back over to Hachimura. Hachimura with the layup. That's good. That's 5 quick points for Rui Hachimura. Over to De'Aaron Fox. Back over to Johnson. 14 on the shot clock. Johnson feeds it over to Fox. He'll shoot the three. That's no good. DeAndre Ayton grabbing a rebound. Feeds it over to Hachimura. Passes back over to LeBron James. 14 on the shot clock. The Lakers already up by 11. That's a shot by LeBron. That's no good. Wembanyama grabbing the three there. De'Aaron Fox. 4 minutes to play here in the second. 48-37, Lakers on top. Castle for three. That's in there. 48-40. Both teams led by as many as 11 at some point in the game. And there is a reach-in foul called against De'Aaron Fox. That's his first personal foul. First team foul. Harrison Barnes checking back in for the Spurs. De'Aaron Fox is going to go to the bench as Castle will move to point guard. Vassell to shooting guard. Small forward be Vassell, while Barnes is at power forward, and of course we know Wemby staying at center. Ayton coming around, the layup, that's good. That's 8 points for him already. 4-4 shooting, and the lead is up to 10 again. DeAndre Ayton only had 6 points in that game 2 loss. He's already at 8. Castle, he'll shoot the three. That's in and out. Ayton will come down with the rebound. Cameron Thomas. Feeding it back over to DeAndre Ayton. Ayton being guarded by Wemby, and that's a miss right there. That would have been an interesting bucket if he would have made it. Barnes. Holding on to it right now. 13 on the shot clock. Back over to Keldon Johnson. Over to Victor Wembanyama. Wemby, as I said, had 22 points and 21 rebounds in that Game 2 victory. Castle's coming around the layup. That's good. And the lead is, and the Spurs within 8. 2:35 to play until halftime. Game 3 of this Western Conference Semifinals series. The series tied at 1. The Lakers took Game 1, 106-102, coming back from 15 points down in the second half. Thomas coming around the layup. That's good. Cameron Thomas. He had 8 points in that loss as Stephon Castle feeds it back over to Harrison Barnes here. That shot is no good. Hachimura grabbing a rebound here. 2 minutes to play until halftime. 52-42, Lakers on top. 15 on the shot clock. Over to Hachimura, feeding it over to LeBron. And he's going to go to the line, shooting two. Keldon Johnson called for his second personal foul, second team foul. LeBron James. Excuse me, guys. I'm enjoying a Oreo colada from Dunkin' Donuts. As you see, LeBron James will hit the first one. Lakers shooting 40% from the field right now for what it looks like. LBJ. And he'll sink them both, and the lead is up to 12 for the Lakers, their largest. Spurs, as I said, their largest lead was 11, and that was an 11-0 run to start the game off. Johnson, he'll shoot the three. He'll make the three. 54-45. 90 seconds. See LeBron with the layup. That's in there, and the lead is up to 11 again. Wembanyama crossing the half-court line with it. Still coming around. Wemby feeds it back over to Castle. He'll shoot the three. That's no good. Hachimura grabbing a rebound. LeBron James. 15 on the shot clock. Back over to Luka Doncic. 8 on the shot clock. That is stolen by Castle. Spurs going the other way. Castle feeding it over to Johnson. He'll shoot the three. That's no good. Wembanyama gets the offensive rebound and the put in. Spurs within 9. 47.5 to play until half. Luka feeds it back over to LeBron James. And that is no good. Wembanyama grabbing a rebound. Feeds it over to Stephon Castle. Over to Vassell. Vassell feeds it back over to Wembanyama. Over to Harrison Barnes. Barnes back to Castle. Over to Keldon Johnson now. 12 on the shot clock. Johnson, he'll shoot the three. He'll make the three. The Spurs within 6. Shot clock turned off. Luka. He's holding on to it. He can take the last shot if he wanted to, but Luka's going to come around. That's in there to lead up to 8. That's 7 for him. Castle feeds it over to Johnson. Johnson with the slam dunk. Nice ball movement there, and that will do it. We are at halftime. In Game 3 of this Western Conference Semifinals series, the Los Angeles Lakers are leading at 58-52. If you like what you have seen so far, hit the like button, comment on this video, hit the subscribe button if you have not done so yet, and also hit the bell icon to receive notifications when these videos do drop. And with that, there's also the Cash App. The link is in the description down below, as where you can follow me on Instagram and X. And with that, I am Vinny from vdubproductions. I'm going to get ready to send it to halftime. We will see you guys in the second half. Back here in San Antonio as we're getting ready to start the second half here. The Lakers leading at 58-52. We look at LeBron James. We see some highlights for him. He is leading the Lakers right now, 20 points, 9 rebounds. So he should be on his way to a double-double right now. And Luka, like, you can tell he is hurt right now. Spurs will inbound it here. Both teams will have their starting lineups out. Doncic, Thomas, James, Hachimura, and Ayton. And then as you see there, Fox, Castle, Wembanyama, Vassell, and Johnson. Vassell coming around. He's going to go to the line, shooting two as LeBron called for his first personal foul, first team foul. J.J. Redick not too happy there. The Lakers led by as many as 12 in the second quarter. The Spurs opened up this game, as I mentioned quite a few times, with an 11-0 run. If anybody watched it, yeah, you know they opened the game up with an 11-0 run. Vassell missed the first one. And he'll sink the second one, 58-53. Keldon Johnson, actually, believe it or not, has 16 points. He's leading the Spurs right now. He only had 9 points in all of game number 2. Yeah, Doncic will shoot the three. That is no good. Doncic still continuing to struggle. You see, you can notice with that injury. Vassell, he'll shoot from the free throw line, no good, but Doncic will crash the boards there. He only had 7 points in the first half for Luka Doncic. Cameron Thomas with it. And he'll put the shot up. That's good. And it'll lead us up to 7. 1 minute into the third quarter. Game 3 of this Western Conference Semifinals. Series tied at 1. The winner of this game will take a 2-1 series lead. Fox will shoot the three. That's no good. The Spurs are in the middle of a dogfight right now against the Minnesota Timberwolves. That series, I believe, is tied at 2 in real life. The Lakers just recently got swept out by the OKC Thunder. Still possible we could see the Spurs and the Thunder actually both IRL and in this series. Should be must-see TV right there. Wembanyama, he'll shoot the three. He'll drain the three. The big man draining the three, and the Spurs within 4. He's back over to Hachimura. 2 minutes into the second quarter, or third quarter, I should say. LeBron had 20 points in that first half. Feeds it over to Hachimura. Back over to LeBron James. 5 on the shot clock. LeBron, he'll shoot the three. He'll hit the three. That's 23 for him in this game. And a lead, 63-56. Castle feeds it over to Vassell. Vassell back over to Johnson. He has 16 already. That shot is going to fall in. That's 18 for him. Vassell with the assist. So we're 2.5 minutes into the third quarter. 63-58. Lakers on top. Doncic, he'll shoot the three. That's no good. Keldon Johnson with the rebound. Johnson feeding it back over to De'Aaron Fox. Back over to Keldon Johnson. Johnson coming around. That layup is the attempt no good, but Wembanyama will get the offensive rebound and the put in. Spurs within 3. As I said, the Spurs not going away yet. They are a lot better than the 8 seed suggests. Luka is coming around, and that is good. Luka Doncic. Fox will cross the half-court line. And there, Castle. Feeds it back over to Johnson. Keldon Johnson, he'll shoot the bucket. That is off the front rim. DeAndre Ayton will grab the rebound. And a defense chance here in San Antonio. Feeds it back over to LeBron James. 65-60. LeBron. He'll put the shot up. That's good. That's 25 for him. in 26 minutes of play, shooting 64% in this game 3, and the lead is up to 7 again. Wembanyama feeds it over to Castle. He'll shoot the 3. That's off the back iron. Luka Doncic grabbing the rebound. And there, oh, that is the failed alley-oop attempt. Stephon Castle going to come down with that steal. Yeah, 15 on the shot clock. There's a 3. That's no good. Hachimura grabbing the rebound. Luka feeds it back over to LeBron James. James. 10 on the shot clock. And it looks like that might be a jump ball, and it will be. Devin Vassell and LeBron James will be at that little semicircle there, the free throw line. And the Spurs will win that tip. Johnson coming around. Feeds it over to Castle. He'll shoot it, and that's no good. Ayton will come down with the rebound. LeBron James feeds it back over to Luka Doncic here. Cameron Thomas, he'll shoot it. That's good. The lead is up to 9. Doncic with the assist. He's struggling. Doncic is struggling from the court right now, shooting-wise, but he is still creating shots for other players. Johnson, he'll shoot the 3. That's in there. That's 21 for Keldon Johnson. And it's 69-63. As we have a timeout called by the Lakers, our first one of the second half. We're going to take one as well. 6:22 to play in the third. The Lakers lead it by 6. We look at the rebounds a game for the playoff league leaders. As you see, Victor Wembanyama with 17.7 rebounds. He, as I said, I mentioned earlier, he had 21 rebounds actually in that Game 2 victory. He also had a league playoff, what would be a league playoff record, 28 rebounds in the Game 3 against the Los Angeles Clippers. They got back into that series here. It was the home team winning every game in that series. Feeds it over to Hachimura, and Hachimura is going to go to the line, shooting 2 as a Wembanyama call for his first personal foul, first team foul. So we had 6:09 to play in the third. Look at Hachimura. I believe he has 8 points on the game as we look at that scoreboard here. The Lakers, 11 three-pointers made, 48 points off of assist. Hachimura will shoot it. It makes the first one. So that's 9 for Rui Hachimura. We see LeBron at 25. Thomas looks like he's well in the double figures as well. And he'll sink them both, so he's at 10 points now. It's an 8-point lead for the Lakers again. He's back over to Stephon Castle. Castle feeding it over to Johnson as we're halfway through the third quarter now. Johnson feeding back over to Castle, back to Fox. Fox coming around. He'll have the slam dunk. De'Aaron Fox. Ooh, man. You see the crowd really excited there on that slam dunk. It's a 6-point lead for the Spurs, or for the Lakers, I should say. 5:34 to play here in the third. Luka, he'll shoot the 3. That's no good. Stephon Castle grabbing the rebound. Feeds it back over to Keldon Johnson. Johnson coming around the layup. That's good. That's 23, I believe, for him. And the Spurs within 4. They got Harrison Barnes, Sohan out for the Spurs at the scores table for the Spurs. Looking to check in. Luka coming around the layup. That's good. And the lead is up to 6 again. That's 11 points for Luka Doncic. 8 of them in the paint. Over to Keldon Johnson. Johnson coming around, layup. That's good. That's 25 for him. I believe that's 25 if I'm not mistaken. Keldon Johnson, he'll shoot the 3. Or no, that was LeBron that shot the 3. Why did I say Keldon Johnson? Johnson's on the Spurs. Over to Johnson. Feeds it back over to Wembanyama. Back over to Castle. He'll shoot the 3. That's no good. Hachimura grabbing the rebound. Oh, man, he would have hit that 3. Man, something would have been exciting. Oh, you see DeAndre Ayton slam dunk on the alley-oop. That's 10 for him. Lakers on top by 4, I believe. Now 4 players for the Lakers are in double figures. 10 on the shot clock, under 4 to play in the third. De'Aaron will shoot the 3. That's off the back iron. Ayton grabbing the rebound. He's over to Cameron Thomas. 15 on the shot clock. Feeds it back over to LeBron. Feeds it over to Hachimura. He'll shoot the 3. That's no good. Fox grabbing a rebound. Over to Devin Vassell. Vassell. Pushes it over to Keldon Johnson. 13 on the shot clock. Vassell back over to Johnson, back to Vassell. He'll miss that one. DeAndre Ayton grabbing a rebound. Luka Doncic. And there, he'll shoot the 3. That is no good. Wembanyama grabbing a rebound. Luka actually had 21 points in that game 2 loss. Vassell coming around, and he'll put it up. That's good. Spurs within 4 again. Vassell actually only had 8 points and 8 rebounds in that game 2 win, and we'll have a timeout called by the Lakers. We'll take one as well. 2:51 to play in the third. The Lakers lead it by 4. Coming out of timeout here, 2:51 to play. We have Vincent, Necht, LaRavia, Vanderbilt, and Hayes. And for the Spurs, their lineup, let's see here. We got McLaughlin, Waters. So I know it's McLaughlin, Waters, Harrison Barnes, Sohan, and Cornette. So the entire lineups have changed. Not just a couple of players here and there, but the entire 5 for both teams have changed here. As we're out of timeout here. Vanderbilt. 5 on the shot clock. Vandy still holding on to it right now, being guarded by Sohan. And Vanderbilt, he's going to get the shot up, but that's off the back iron. Barnes will come down with the rebound. Feed it over to McLaughlin. Feeds it back over to Cornette, I should say. Harrison Barnes, 10 on the shot clock here. 75-71. Lakers on top here. Barnes feeds it back over to Cornette, over to McLaughlin. McLaughlin, he'll put the shot up. Awkwardly puts the shot up. It does draw iron as Vanderbilt has the rebound. LaRavia feeds it back over to Vincent. 13 on the shot clock. He's over to Vanderbilt. He'll shoot the 2. That's no good. Harrison Barnes grabbing a rebound. Barnes. That is no good. Jackson Hayes has the rebound. Gets it over to Gabriel Vincent. Vincent feeds it over to LaRavia. He'll shoot the 2. Or 3, I should say. No good. McLaughlin. Barnes. He'll shoot the 2. That's no good. LaRavia. Over to Gabe Vincent. And there's Jackson Hayes with the rebound, the slam dunk there, and the lead is up to 6 again. 1 minute to play here in the third. McLaughlin feeds it back over to Cornette. 15 on the shot clock, 50 to play here in the third. Harry Barnes. Dishes it back over to McLaughlin. He'll shoot the 3. That's good! Jordan McLaughlin. And that's his first points of the game, and the lead is down to 3. I think that's the closest the Spurs have been in quite some time. Necht will miss that one. A chance to get closer. We haven't been tied in quite some time. Barnes will come with the layup, and they're within 1. We still have a game here. Shot clock turned off here to end the third quarter. LaRavia just holding on for the last shot, and they could possibly just get 2 for 1 at the last shot of the third. And then they will inbound to start the fourth. LaRavia will shoot the 3. 2.5 to play. McLaughlin, deep 3, no good, and that will do it. We are at the end of the third quarter. We still have a really good one right now. The Lakers leading at 80-76. I hope that you like this video. If you do, leave a like, comment, hit the subscribe button if you haven't done so. I am Vinny from vdubproductions. We'll be back to start the fourth right after this. Starting the fourth quarter, we have the State Farm assist of the game, and I think that's going to go to Gabe Vincent on that alley-oop to Jackson Hayes. Lakers will inbound at the start of the quarter as we have Vanderbilt, LeBron James. We have Gabe Vincent, Dalton Knecht, and Jarrett Vanderbilt. And that is stolen by Lindy Waters there. As we see Fox coming around the layup. That's in there. And the Spurs are within 2. So we have Fox, Waters. So Fox, Waters, Sohan, Cornette, Barnes. As you see, Vincent for 3, and it's 83-78. So it is, let's see, Cornette, Fox, Waters, Barnes, and Sohan. So that is the actual complete lineup set here. 11:05 to play in the fourth. Fox coming around. He'll put the layup. That's good. De'Aaron Fox. That's 20 for him. 16 points in the paint. $83-80. Lakers on top. Over to Knecht. He'll shoot the 3. That's going to fall in. And the lead is up to 6 again. LeBron will have the assist there. So we got 10.5 to play here in the fourth. 86-80. Spurs on top. Oh, look at that. Oh, I think Fox should have had the 3 earlier. He's put it up this time. He'll miss it. I think he would have made it the first time. Gabe Vincent with it. Feeds it back over to LeBron James. James coming around. Dishes it over to Vanderbilt. He'll shoot the 3. That's no good. Sohan grabbing a rebound. 10 minutes to play here. 86-80. Here the Let's Go Spurs chant. Over to Harrison Barnes. Back over to Fox. He'll shoot the 3. He'll drain the 3. The Spurs within 3. Luka limping out onto the scorer's table. Wembanyama going to come out of the scorer's table as well. Both of them looking to check into the game here. Gabe Vincent. And there's Jackson Hayes. Gabe Vincent had the assist of the game, actually, on an alley-oop, and he'll have another alley-oop to Jackson Hayes. Lead up to 5 as we'll have a timeout called by the Spurs. 9:20 to play here in the fourth. 88-83, Lakers on top. Coming out of the timeout here, we have Luka Doncic checking back into the game for the Lakers and for the Spurs. I know Wembanyama was on the scorer's table, and he'll be the only one checking into the game right now. 21 on the shot clock. Sohan looking to inbound it. Feeds it over to De'Aaron Fox. 15 on the shot clock. Finding it over to Wembanyama. Wemby. And he's going to go to the line, shooting 2 as Jackson Hayes called for his first personal foul, first team foul. I don't know. Something tells me the Spurs are looking to break out. I mean, they got to within, I think, 3 a couple times. They had to within 1 at one point before the end of the quarter. As you see, Wembanyama, I believe, has at 12 points in this game. He has a double-double, I know that for sure. I don't know if he'll get to 20-20 unless he really goes off in this fourth quarter. And Wemby will hit the first one. I believe he's now at 13. As I said, this is Game 3 of the Western Conference Semifinals. So, no, he's at 14 now. Okay. Series tied at 1. The winner will take a 2-games-to-1 series lead, and will have really good... which will make him really feel really good. The Spurs want to go up 2-1 because they know Game 4 is here on their home court. A chance to go up 3-1. For the Lakers, a win will get them home court advantage back, regardless of what happens in Game 4. James, he'll put the shot up. That's no good. Waters the third coming down with the rebound. Feed it over to De'Aaron Fox. 15 on the shot clock. And there, Wembanyama, he'll put the jumper up. That is no good. LeBron coming down with the rebound. Fourth quarter. Is it over here? Knecht feeds it back over to Luka Doncic. 13 on the shot clock. Luka And if he's over to Jackson Hayes, Hayes will have the slam dunk there, and the Lakers lead it by 10, or by 6, I said. 36-73 for the Lakers, 37-78 for the Spurs. Fox will use the backboard there. And the Spurs within 4 again here as we're approaching 8 minutes of play here in the fourth. Doncic will shoot the bucket. That's no good. Sohan grabbing the rebound. Waters the third. 15 on the shot clock. 7:45 to play here in the fourth. Wemby being guarded by Hayes. Feeds it over to Fox. Fox over to Wemby. Wemby with the slam dunk, and it's going to be an and-one opportunity as Jackson Hayes will be called for his second personal foul. That's the second team foul called against the Lakers. Wemby with a chance to get it to within 1 here. I believe he now has that 16 points. He'll shoot 1 to try to complete the three-point play. And he'll make it. 90-89. The Spurs within 1 again. This is the closest they have been since the Lakers were leading by as many as 12 in the first half. Twice they got to within 1. Jackson Hayes will get the slam dunk, and the lead is up to 3 again. As I said, I'm waiting for the Spurs to possibly try to break out in this game and really get hot. 92-89. Wemby will shoot the 3. He'll hit the 3, and we are tied at 92. 7:02 to play in the fourth. And that's a terrible alley-oop there, and that's out of bounds, and that'll be Spurs ball. Substitution out on the court. We see Cameron Thomas coming out, and he'll come in for Dalton Eck for the Spurs. We have Sohan, Fox, Castle coming back into the game now. Feeds it back over to Wembanyama. Back over to Castle. Chance to take their first lead since the first quarter. Wemby. Oh, he passes that up, and Doncic will come with the steal. That was a careless turnover against the Spurs. Doncic coming around the layup. That's no good. Vanderbilt had the layup. Cameron Thomas, that shot is good. And the Lakers are on top by 2 again. 6:20 to play here in the fourth. Wemby feeds it back over to Castle. Back over to Fox. He'll shoot the 3. That's going to fall in, and De'Aaron Fox gives the Spurs their first lead since the first quarter. Halfway through the fourth quarter, 95-94 Spurs on top. Doncic feeds it over to Vanderbilt. 15 on the shot clock. Back over to LeBron. He'll shoot it. That's no good. Wembanyama crashing the rebound there. Wemby might possibly have another 20-20 game. Who knows? Barnes feeds it over to Fox. 5:35 to play here in the fourth. 95-94. Fox for 3. That's no good. Jared Vanderbilt grabbing the rebound. Feeds it over to Luka Doncic as he has it inside now. He'll step back outside. Feeds it back over to LeBron James. James back over to Jackson Hayes here. 8 on the shot clock. Doncic. He'll shoot the 3. That's no good. Wembanyama crashing the rebounds again. Harrison Barnes feeds it back over to Stephen Castle. He'll put the shot up. That is no good. LeBron James grabbing the rebound. 95-94. Spurs on top. Luka. 14 on the shot clock. Back over to LeBron James. 10 on the shot clock. LeBron, he'll shoot the 3. That's no good. Wembanyama with another rebound. Feeds it over to De'Aaron Fox, over to Sohan. Sohan with the layup. That's good. It's a 3-point lead for the Spurs. That's their largest in the second half. As I said, they led for the first time in the second half just a few minutes ago. Thomas, he'll shoot the 3. That's no good. Harrison Barnes grabbing the rebound. Feeds it over to Fox. Fox coming around the layup. That's good. 99-94. That's a 7-0 run. And the lead is up to 5 for the Spurs. Under 4 to play here in the fourth. Feeds it back over to LeBron James. 15 on the shot clock. James, he'll shoot the 3. He'll miss the 3. Wembanyama grabbing the rebound again. Feeds it back over to Fox, back to Sohan. Over to Barnes. 14 on the shot clock. Barnes over to Fox. Fox coming around the layup. That's in there. 9 straight points. 32 points for De'Aaron Fox, his former Sacramento teammate, with the assist. 101-94, the Spurs on top. As I said, this is one of those games I had a feeling the Spurs were going to try to go become hot. I see LeBron. He'll put an end to that 9-0 run. He has 27 points himself. There's it back over to Sohan. Over to Fox. He'll shoot the 3. That is no good. Cameron Thomas grabbing the rebound. Over to Luka. Luka, his shot is up. That will not fall in. Wembanyama grabbing a rebound. Over to Sohan. Over to Castle. He'll shoot the 3. He'll make the 3. The lead is up to 8 again. Timeout, Lakers. We're going to take one as well. 2:31 to play in the fourth. 104-96, Spurs on top. Coming out of timeout, let's see who the substitutions are. We got Doncic, Thomas, James, Hachimura, and Ayton. And let's see, we got Fox, Castle, Vassell. I believe Johnson, maybe? Johnson and Wembanyama. Starting 5 for both teams out there. Doncic coming around. He'll put the shot up. That's good. I believe that's 13 for Luka. Said not having a pretty atypical game. Yes, I know that he has an injury that's being overridden, so it does have some effect here. As you see, De'Aaron Fox, he's going to go to the line, shooting 2. Luka called for his second personal foul. 13 foul called against the Lakers here in the fourth quarter. You hear the MVP chants here. Let's look at it there. 32 points right now for the Spurs leader right now. He's averaging 32.5 points in the series, and he'll beat that average right now. That's 33 for him in this game, and the lead is up to 7 again. And it looks like that Wembanyama does have a 20-20 game again. And he'll sink them both. 34 for De'Aaron. 106-98 here. 2:10 to play in the fourth. Luka, he'll put the shot up. That is not going to fall. Wembanyama grabbing a rebound. Over to Keldon Johnson. Fox, that's good. De'Aaron Fox, that's 36 for him. And the lead is up to 10. They led by as many as 11 when they started off the game with an 11-0 run. Doncic feeds it over to James. Back over to Doncic. Doncic back over to LeBron. LeBron back to Luka. 16 on the shot clock. Luka coming around. Feeds it over to Hachimura. He'll shoot the 3. He'll hit the 3. Both teams are in the century mark. This game is still nowhere near over with yet. 90 seconds to play. Feeds it back over to Keldon Johnson. Johnson back over to De'Aaron Fox here. At 10 on the shot clock. Keldon. He'll shoot the 3. He'll miss it. As Luka Doncic will come down with the rebound. 1:10 to play here in the fourth. Feeds it over to Hachimura. Hachimura back over to LeBron. Feeds it over to Thomas. He'll shoot. Oh, and is that a 2 or a 3? Because Castle is called for the foul in the act of shooting, so it will be free throws. I think they said 2 shots for Cameron Thomas. Yeah, 2 shots. 59.6 to play here in the fourth. 108-101. Thomas will hit the first one. See all those players out on the court, double figures. Lakers do know how to spread the wealth, I'll tell you that. That's probably the reason why they're in this game. Thomas will sink them both. 108-103. De'Aaron Fox. And he'll hit the bucket. I believe that's 38 for him in this game, and it's a 7-point lead again. Cameron Thomas, who just hit the free throws just a second ago. You hear the Beat LA chant. Hachimura, he'll shoot the three. He'll drain the three. Lakers within 4, 35 to play. Do they foul yet? Doncic will foul. That's his third personal foul. Don't think they're going to go to the line. Yep, they get one more. That was the first foul in the last 2 minutes. Fox, and he'll go to the line now. 2 huge free throws coming up for the Spurs. Leading it by 4. I believe that is 38 points for him now. You hear the MVP chants for De'Aaron Fox. And let me tell you something, he could be the MVP of this playoffs as he hits the first one. He'll sing them both. I believe he's at 40 now. 112 to 106. Timeout called by the Lakers. We're going to take one as well. 29.6 to play here in the fourth. Spurs lead it by 6. Coming out of timeout here under 30 seconds to play. The Lakers trailing the Spurs 112 to 106. And I'm going to tell you guys right now, we've had ourselves a heavyweight battle. Because the Lakers, the Spurs did not go away for a while. The Lakers are not going away. LeBron feeds it over to Luka. Got to get a shot up quickly here. You can't take too much time. 13 on the shot clock. Feeds it over to LeBron, but he'll pass it over to Hachimura. Hachimura over to LeBron James. James over to Hachimura. I don't know why they took the entire shot clock. 12 seconds to play now. Fox, he's going to go to the line as Luka's at his 4th personal foul. 16 foul. More MVP chants for the Spurs, and I have a feeling he's going to be the player of the game. I know that Wemby is at 2020 again, and he did have a 2020 game in Game 2, but it's kind of hard to beat now 41 points. And he's getting the MVP chance here. Sinks them both. 114 to 109. No more timeouts left for the Lakers. James. Here's it over to Hachimura. He'll shoot the three. That's no good. Vassell grabbing a rebound. And I do not get that for the life of me. It's a 2-possession game. You're not coming back and winning this game, Lakers. I don't get it, but that's 2K logic there. Vassell only had 3 points, so yeah, he's not reaching double figures in this game. Well, we have a slew of double-figure scorers from both teams, I'll tell you that. Post-game player stats are coming up right after this game, as Vassell will miss the first one. He'll sink the second one, though. It's a 6-point lead. 3.8, it's academic. Doncic, he'll shoot from half court just to lose by 3. That's no good. And that will do it. The Spurs started this game off on an 11-0 run. And then the Lakers caught fire. They ended up leading by as many as 12. But the Spurs did not go away. They chipped away. They still kept it within single digits after every quarter. And then they exploded here in the fourth quarter to win by 6. 115 to 109 is the final score, and the San Antonio Spurs will take a 2-1 series lead as they will have Game 4 played here in San Antonio in the coming days on my channel. Stay tuned for the player of the game, and then we'll have the post-game player statistics coming up right after this. Post-game player statistics brought to you by 2K Sports. As always, we start off with the home team, and in this case, it is the victorious San Antonio Spurs. Led by De'Aaron Fox, the player of the game, 42 points, 1 rebound, 7 assists. Keldon Johnson at 25 points, 4 rebounds, 3 assists. He was actually, for a while, leading the team in scoring. But then De'Aaron Fox, as I said, caught fire on that second half. Followed by Victor Wembanyama, 20 points, 21 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 steal, back-to-back 20-20 games for him. Stephon Castle, 11 points, 2 rebounds, 6 assists, 2 steals. Then we got Jeremy Sohan, 6 points, 5 rebounds, 4 assists. Devin Vassell, 4 points, 7 rebounds, 4 assists. We have Harrison Barnes with 4 rebounds, 4 points, 4 rebounds, 3 assists. Jordan McLaughlin, 3 points and 1 rebound. Luke Cornett, 3 rebounds, 1 assist and a steal. Lindy Waters II, 2 rebounds, 2 assists. Champagne, no stats in 3 minutes of play. And Kelly Olynyk and Carter Bryant were the only 2 who did not play for the San Antonio Spurs. And now for the Los Angeles Lakers. They were led for a triple-double effort by LeBron James, 27 points, 11 rebounds, 11 assists, 2 steals. Rui Hachimura with 19 points and 6 rebounds. Cameron Thomas, 16 points, 6 rebounds, 1 assist. Luka Doncic, double-double for him. Despite struggling from the field, he went 6 of 28, but he did have 13 points, 4 rebounds, 11 assists, and a steal. DeAndre, 8 and 10 points, 8 rebounds, 2 assists. Jackson Hayes, 10 rebounds, 10 points, 2 rebounds, 1 steal, 1 block. Dalton Knecht, 8 points and an assist. Jake LaRavia, 3 points, 1 rebound, 1 assist. Gabe Vincent with 3 points and 4 assists. Jarrett Vanderbilt only had 5 rebounds, 1 assist. And Maxi Kleber, Adele Thyro, Bronny James Jr. did not play for the LA Lakers, and that will do it for your post-game player statistics. We are back in the Eastern Conference. This time we'll have Game 3 of the Eastern Conference Semifinals as the series shifts back to Detroit, where the Milwaukee Bucks will take on the Detroit Pistons. The Bucks leading the series 2-0 after Milwaukee held serve in the first 2 games. They took care of business in a big way in game number 1, winning by 34 points, while they had a little bit of a closer game for the Bucks, but they were still able to pull away, winning by 17 in game 2. Bucks lead that series 2-0, so the next video will be game 3, Bucks, Pistons, be there or be squared. If you like what you saw in this video, please leave a like, hit the like button, comment on this video, and if you haven't done so yet, why haven't you done it? Hit that subscribe button and hit the bell icon to receive notifications when my videos do come out. And also in the link in the description down below, you'll see a link to my Cash App, as well as underneath that, where you can find me on social medias for my X and Instagram account. And with that, everybody, I want to remind you guys, the final score of the game, the San Antonio Spurs overcome a 12-point deficit to come back and defeat the Los Angeles Lakers 115-109 under a 40-point effort by De'Aaron Fox. And the Spurs now lead that series 2-1. I am Vinny from vdubproductions, and I am signing off.